osteoporosis, it's a condition. It's a chronic condition where the decrease, it is a decrease in the mass bone, and the microarchitectural destruction in this condition, where it is age related, where it is menopausal, postmenopausal, or maybe it is a metabolic abnormalities. So this is what the osteoporosis is all about. So you can see this osteoporosis in most commonly after the age of 55 in male, and in female after most probably around 50 to 55. Because of the postmenopausal age group, there is a lot of destruction in the calcium from the bone, where it can show the changes in the bone architect. So the bone becomes very brittle and very soft, so that it can show in the form of joint pain, in the large joint pain like knee and the hip and the ankle, and of course the cervical and the lumbar region. The causes of osteoporosis is first decrease in the vitamin D3 levels, calcium levels, abnormal hormonal levels in the females in young age or maybe later age, and the third thing is that bone metabolic diseases. So bone metabolic diseases can occur at any age. It can occur in the childhood, it can occur in the early stage of life, early 25, so that there is a massive destruction of the architecture of the bone from inside, not from the outside, so that it can show the deformity into the bone or into the joint. First of all, we have to see the patient's age, patient's history, and patient's other blood parameters. First of all, and then radiographic, of course, X-rays and everything to rule out. But the signs and symptoms in osteoporosis is most commonly, it comes in the age. Patient comes with the pain. Pain in the joint, large joint, first of all, commonly affected the knee joint. If there is no history of fall or no history of any kind of accidents. But if patients come with the history of fall, even with the trivial trauma, like if patient is walking and he slips off and he falls and then he gets a fracture in the lumbar region, as I said, the commonest trivial trauma can occur in the vertebral bone. So when there is a brittle bone in the osteoporosis, so the commonest fracture can occur in the vertebra. So when patient falls on his buttocks vertically, patient can have fracture here. Most commonest fracture site is L3, L4, L4, L5 at this level. And then the hip fractures are most commonest after that, and then so on. If the patient is saying, I am getting this pain since last 1 year, the patient will feel the pain, which is like throbbing pain, pricking kind of pain, only on the movement, only while walking. If the patient has trivial trauma or history of fall while walking or while running, whatever, so then it will be a severe fractured pain. So it is obviously a differentiator between the normal pricking pain and the literal fracture pain. You can appreciate it that. So this is what the scenario is. If the patient is having fractured pain, patient may not able to walk, or maybe may not able to move around, has to carry on the stretcher or on the wheelchair. In the pricking type of pain or maybe general walking pain while walking on the staircase up and down, that pain, it depends on their severity. If the patient is having severe osteoporosis, of course, patient will feel the pain even on the rest position. If it is in the beginning, the patient can feel the pain only while walking, but for the longer duration, if he's walking like more than 100 or 200 meters, patient starts feeling pain in the knee joint, in the lower back, in the neck, something like that. But if the patient is having some metabolic disease like marble syndrome or something like that, then patient can have deformity in the hand, deformity in the long bones, where there's a no normal structure at all. The bones can be bent in between the shin or the shaft, or maybe the abnormal growth of the bone in the metabolic diseases of the osteoporosis. And even if you press on the wrist, there will be a pain. So the postmenopausal in the female, between the age of 60 to 70 or 60 to 80, they can feel the pain at the wrist joint, in the elbow, or in the shoulder, even when you press. In the fracture patients, osteoporotic patients can say that I have a pain in the back which I cannot move, even in the fraction like 2 or 3 degree. I get a lot of throbbing pain. Even on the touch, in a small touch, patient can scream. It is that severe level pain. It is there. First of all, we have to find it out, the patient's severity. When patient comes to me, I usually see the first patient's age of the patient, history of the patient, examination, and on that I advise the blood investigation, radiological investigation like X-rays, and if the chronic condition is there, then I advise them to get it DEXA scan of the patient, so that we can confirm with the help of DEXA scan whether the score is less than 2.5 or not. So if the patient is giving the history that I'm 55 years old patient with I'm getting pain from since last 1 year, then we need to find it out the X-ray with the help of radiology, like where exactly the pain is. If the patient is complaining of the knee pain, then we have to get the X-rays of knee. Then if the patient is saying I'm getting this pain since last 10 years, then we have to go for the DEXA scan and the blood parameters like D3 levels, calcium levels, etc. And then if the patient is saying I have this problem since birth, or maybe early 10 years or from the 10 years or between that, so then we have to go for the metabolic causes. We need to find it out, the metabolic causes. So according to that, we have to go to the investigation. If the osteoporosis is age related or the postmenopausal, then you have to do regular exercise, change the lifestyle, change the diet, be happy, and you physically active. That is the very basic thing in the osteoporosis. If you have any certain amount of if the hormone related osteoporosis or the metabolic disease disorder, then this scenario completely changes. Then you have to take some help of medications, which are higher drugs, like hormonal replacement therapies, or then some bisphosphonates. For the healthy habits, you can start with vitamin D3 and calcium supplements and regular exercises with that. So this can fall into two things: medical management and the surgical management. So I always prefer medical management because surgical option is always there at the last. But what is before that? How should we manage before without any surgery? So it is you have to need to check your blood parameters for vitamin D3 levels. You need to check your DEXA scan if the condition is like to a worsening condition or the chronic if the disease is chronic. Then second thing is that your X-ray radiographic uh, visuals, like how the X-ray is showing your bones or joints, basically. According to that, we have to treat. Then it becomes first of all, I always give them vitamin D3 and the calcium supplements and B12 supplements so that patient is completely covered with those supplements. So you cannot get D3 from your food. We have to take the supplements after certain age. We don't require this D3 and calcium levels and 20 years of old patients unless and until he or she is having metabolic disorder. But after 50-55 age, we need to start the supplements. The diet, good amount of protein diet, good amount of carb diet, and good amount of fat diet. That also can improve your osteoporotic levels. And of course, exercise. Exercise is a whole scenario in the osteoporotic patient. I've seen a lot of my patients, those who got better with the exercises. It was like kind of my own experience with my patients, so that I kept telling them you should do this by training exercise. So they did for 6 months. After 6 months, they came to me. They were like, "Sir, what I had facing the problem with my knee and other bones. Now I don't, because of the improved quality of the bone due to the exercise." So the life can change with the small things. So you should remember this always.